But there is a documentary. I don't know the
Ooh.
release on this, but we're both big fans of this one.
Yeah.
Bad
I think
Axe.
we
It premiered at
first.
South by Southwest
Yeah.
this year. It's a documentary that covers a restaurant and its family that runs it during the 2022 summer or 2020 summer, if you recall that summer, and everything that went down. And because it's shot from one of the family members who's going to school to become a filmmaker, I found it fascinating the insights that he was able to get, not only from running this business with his family, but seeing the parallels of what his family had to go to back home in the East, and then what they were going through at that point in time. And I know that this was been able to get a slew of awards while it's been doing its press runs, being able to snatch some nominations, and hopefully it's able to get a release near you, if not in the coming weeks, now that it's getting out, a VOD release, because I think this is definitely
It's
one.
going to be on VOD on Friday.
No streaming, though?
No streaming. It's IFC
You know,
Films.
it's way harder to pay. Wait, it's what?
IFC Films.
Oh, maybe AMC Plus, maybe, because I know that they do the IFC
yeah.
for their bundle. But then who gets AMC Plus? No, I definitely think this is a documentary worth watching. But I know
Yeah.
with the medium of it being docs and then also it being heavy subject matter, sometimes it's easier to have this available on a streaming service than it is to leave the house and have one of your AMC check-ins or whatever it may be. But I still think that Bad Axe is
Yeah.
definitely, before the end of the year, one to watch for your best documentary list.
For sure. This is maybe my favorite documentary of the year so far. I'd have to sit down and really look at the list, but I just think there's so much that I really appreciated about the handling of the subject matter here. I don't know if you specifically said that this is an Asian American family and they run an Asian restaurant in a red state, and that element of it with the starting of the coronavirus and all of the Asian scares that happened, or like hate, I guess, that happened in the early days of that virus.
Yeah.
Animosity was a good word for it. Yeah. That all really comes into play and contributes to just the overwhelming stuff that's going on with this family. I think for me, Bad Axe, more than any documentary I've seen, sort of depicts how it felt like to live through 2020 in America and just all the sort of like political and social discord while trying to maintain a level of personal health given the threat of an unknown virus. And like, it's just balancing all of these external conflicts with the family dynamic on top of it. It's just so intimate and so powerful. I would highly, highly recommend it. You know, you said it's maybe hard to convince people to do that VOD budget. But look, if you are a fan of documentaries, particularly ones that are taking a look at our modern world and doing so in a way that doesn't really feel like overbearing, it just feels honest and true, I'd give Bad Axe my highest recommendation.
Especially the family dynamics. You go into it thinking it's going to be the family against all the external forces, and it's how those external forces affect the family. And they start going at each other, that I thought was very effective. But yeah, during that summer, if you did not leave the house, for those who did, this is exactly what it looked like. And it was pretty crazy. So definitely have that one on your radar.